Okay, welcome here to my second build. This is my hobby farm. So, right in front of the screen there, we have the actual house. That is the sheep pen. We have the horse stable, there's a bit more behind. And we have the mine, donkey and mule pen, the pig pen, the chicken coop, and the workshop. So, we'll go do a little walk around. Come around the side of the house first. Have our nice little garden here. Your main vegetables that you would need. Pathways going around. Come to the front of the house. Little veranda in the front. Added decor on the railing. Come in. You got a mat in front. General open style old classic farmhouse, I think anyway. You'd have a bedroom here for 2 kids. A second bedroom for 2 kids again. A window view. You'd come into here with a kitchen, obviously, cabinet, sink, bit of counter space, living room, and then in the top loft would be the parents' bed. Old classic farmhouse, so they got 2 beds. They would each have their own. A little view from the loft, you get a view of the chandelier. If we come out the back door here, comes to a little back deck, little sitting area with a nice view of the ocean, archway, and then these 2 doors lead to a little patio with another sitting area. Spot to have your morning coffee if you didn't want it on the back deck. Maybe it would be raining, so you have a roof over your head. So, to follow the path, we'll go back out the front door. So move up towards here. We come into our sheep pen. They got a water trough. This is just an overhead shelter. It's not meant to be your actual building. They got straw for bedding. I'll do a little creative fly for the pen. This is actually a sheep and llama pen, now that I rethink about it. So, they got a little sized pen. Sheep and llamas would like hills, so they got a hill in there. And you have a gate in case any get out, you can help chase them through the back gate. Come back down. Just a little fish pond here. Bit of added decoration to the farmyard. I guess they could fish there to get a bit of food, even though they have an ocean. Here's your classic work shed for a farmyard. Couple workstations, storage, then his general tools. I figured iron tools instead of stone. Definitely not gold or diamond, because that would be too hard for a farmer to get. Move over here. We have a bucket of seeds. I can't figure out where you get that resource pack for the invisible frames, so we got to deal with that. Little sheep pen here, or chicken coop, I mean. Building that comes in. Chickens will go out, but that'll be fine. So they got food and water here. Their corn, straw bedding. They got lots of lighting to help incubate any eggs. Little perch peaks up top. and little areas for them to roost underneath. This chicken's gonna run out too. Okay, back to our path. Come around to the pig pen. Again, they got some water and some slop in their feed bowls. Straw for bedding. Just a smaller little 8 pigs. Everything here is done with the straight wood beams. It would be an easy way for him to, I guess, build the buildings, because if we go to Creative Fly, he has a lot of oak and birch and some spruce trees out there, so it would be a good wood type for this farm to use. I see now we actually collected an egg. Come over to the mine, because a farmer would need a mine. I'm not going to go all the way down here, but this is your, I guess, typical mine. We have stairs going everywhere. Any extra corridors are all sectioned off. It all the way goes down. There's a bit of diamonds and emeralds there that have not been mined yet, but it's a pretty, if you were to have a farmyard back in the day, a mine to get all your stone would definitely help you out. Here we have a couple donkeys, a couple mules. They got their little pen. They also have a waterer. They don't need food just like the sheep, because they have their pasture that they eat off of. Small little shelter here for them. They got chests on because they would help carrying stuff back from the fields. We'll get to the fields after. Come now into the stable. This would kind of be the cream of the crop building for the farms. Horses are always looked after very well. So we have, I think, all the breeds of horses. There's only one here, because the other one I have tied up there. So the horses come around. They have a little water. They also have a couple buckets of hay there, some straw. If you look here, there's a couple trap doors, because classic way of storage. If I can get up here, you have your straw bales in the loft. These are not hay bales, despite what Minecraft would tell you. That is straw bales. And as lots of old hip roof barns do, you throw stuff down through trap doors. You keep it in here to help stay dry. Close up your trap doors so you don't fall through when you're walking. And then we just have a little bit of extra light. You wouldn't have torches or lanterns up here for the chance of fire, but a bit of glass windows would help. Close that. This is sometimes a little tricky to go down. There we go. So now this bigger building we have here, this is the cow shed. Just quickly come in, there's no cattle right here. Get us out of the rain. I can try to clear the rain up, but the weather really isn't working well for clearing for some reason. I keep getting that warning. I don't know. Put it to daytime to refresh that. But so here's your bigger outdoor cow shed. I should just show you the cattle pasture to show you why it's a pretty big shed. Hop on this horse here. We can just jump in. So the cattle have a pretty big pasture. There is quite a few, as cattle would be his main source of income. They got nice watering holes, nice pasture, lots of wildflowers. A couple bunnies that run around because they would do that. And because there's so many wildflowers in the pasture, whoops, that was a horrible jump. Got a few bees, a couple beehives around here. Helps sweeten things up a little bit. Come back over. I don't know why the cows like to sit in the rain. They don't come under their nice shelter. Goofs. Hey, jump over. So there on the other side here, we just have the dirt path because that's where they would do mostly just walking around. But here he has a solid road because this comes across to his fields. He would have a wheat field here and a hay field here because with all those animals you need actual hay. Wheat does not make hay bales. That would make straw bales. Don't let Minecraft fool you. Come back across the bridge. Should put this horse back in the barn. You are in this pen. Open up the two doors. Come in. Dismount. If I close them, you see it from inside. They got the little water. Hey. They have access for headroom for playing with the other horses, because they are a bit of a communal animal. But I think this all turned out fairly nicely. Come out here, give a bit of an aerial view. I guess I can take a view from this tree. If I make it nighttime, now you see how everything's lit up a little bit. Gives it a nice glow. I should have went to midnight instead of just night. There you go, a little bit darker. And that is my hobby farm. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next build.